Hey there, and welcome into another exciting episode of A for Effort, coming to you with another quality movie review. I'm your host, Matt, and as always, we start off giving thanks to our unofficial sponsor of the podcast, MoviePass. $9.95 a month gets you one movie a day at local cinemas in your area. Check MoviePass.com for theater listings and offer availability. On today's episode, we're going to break down one of my most anticipated films of the year, and that's Ocean's 8. It is not a reboot, and it is not a sequel, but it is in the same world as Ocean's 11 through 13, and man was it good. I really enjoyed this movie. It was directed by Gary Ross. In the past has directed Pleasantville and Hunger Games, and he did a really great job with this cast. Like I said, it's not a sequel, it's not a reboot, but only a few members of the original films come back. It's an all-female cast, and it kind of reinvents the franchise. Sandra Bullock stars as Debbie Ocean, Danny Ocean's sister, and she has been in prison. She gets out of prison, same as Danny in the original Ocean's movie, and she meets up with her wingman, Cate Blanchett, who plays Luke, and she breaks down that she wants to rob the Met during its annual gala. And so she puts together a ragtag team of individuals to take down the Met, and more specifically, to take down Anne Hathaway's character, Daphne Kluger. Her plan throughout this movie is to steal the Toussaint, which is a necklace that is worth up to $150 million and it weighs 6 pounds in diamonds. So she puts together her team consisting of Mindy Keeling, who plays the jewelist. She creates the fake jewelry and also plays an integral role in the heist itself. Sarah Paulson, who is their fence. Awkwafina, who is their pickpocket. Rihanna, who is their hacker. And Helena Bonham Carter, who plays Rose, the designer who gets in with Anne Hathaway's character to create her gown for the gala and convinces her to don the Toussaint for them to steal. Like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. I was a huge fan of Ocean's 11, but on top of that, I'm a huge fan of this type of film. I love a good heist. Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, Logan Lucky, The Italian Job, Ant-Man, earlier this year, Den of Thieves. I love good movies like this that have lots and lots of twists that you don't see coming, and Steven Soderbergh made these things possible. He is a wonder at that. He directed all 3 Ocean's movies and then just directed Logan Lucky last year, and he is a wonder at doing these types of movies. Will I say that these twists in this movie were as good as his? They're so-so. But as an overall film, Gary Ross delivers. I really did enjoy this movie from top to bottom. Like I said, it's not starting over. It's not also continuing the story so much. It's a fresh story in the same universe. What I did like, however, was at multiple points, and guys, right off the bat, we have to acknowledge there will be a tad bit of spoilers. I will not spoil the twist. I will not spoil how it plays out because I want everyone to experience it firsthand for themselves, but I will spoil certain little aspects of the film. Right off the bat, as soon as she gets out of jail, Sandra Bullock goes to see George Clooney's grave, and she says it right off the bat. She says, I hope you're in there. And at multiple points throughout the film, she is asked about Danny's death, and she says, I hope he's dead, or I think he is, but never once acknowledges that he really is. So there is a possibility that if this movie does good, and so far, a little over 4 days in, it's made $41 million on a $70 budget. So there is the ability to continue with some longevity and good reviews and word of mouth that this movie could do really well, and then eventually get another sequel with some of the cast from the original film. Now granted, like I said, there are a few cameos from the original film. Elliot Gould comes back as Ruben, who was an integral part of the first 3 films, and Chabot Quinn comes back as Yen. And so there are a few characters that tie the world together, but like I said, it's its own story, and it's a great story at that. The interplay between all of the actresses was absolutely delightful, and it shows just how far we've come as a movie society and as a society as a whole, where a movie that stars 8 wonderful actresses can perform the way this did. I was head over heels for this movie. This movie is right up there with Black Panther for where we should be in 2018. All this talk of equality centers around those 2 movies this year. It is wonderful to see these women come together to make a brilliant film. And the best part about it is it didn't matter if it was men or women starring in this movie. It would have been a good movie nonetheless. And one of the parts I liked the most was Cate Blanchett and Sandra Bullock are putting together the crew, and Cate Blanchett starts showing her pictures of dudes, and she goes, no, I just want girls. And she says, why? She says, because girls can go unnoticed, guys get noticed. And I thought that was a wonderful line to kind of solidify that this is a different type of movie, and I really did enjoy this movie. It's not without its male characters. James Corden of The Late Late Show fame plays Frazier, an insurance investigator after the heist, and he was wonderful. He played a great role. It was an insanely good film. Like I said, the movie centers around robbing the Metropolitan Gala at the Metropolitan Museum, and the way it goes down is epic. Like I said, I'm a sucker for this type of movie. No matter if this movie was good or bad, if the twist was good, I was going to enjoy this movie, and I really enjoyed exactly how it went down. I am a little disappointed that it wasn't funnier, because these women all together should have been hilarious, but overall their character interactions, the development of the characters, they were great. Mindy Keeling was great, Awkwafina was great, Rihanna was great. Helena Bonham Carter actually steals the show for me. I thought she was the best in the film. She was hilarious. I love her in everything she's in. She is absolutely everything throughout my generation. She's been in just about every Tim Burton movie. She's the Queen of Hearts. She's in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. She's in Sweeney Todd. She's in Cinderella. She is a wonderful, wonderful actress, and she got to shine in this movie. And Hathaway kills it, but my hat's off to Sandra Bullock, because this woman is an ageless wonder. She feels like she doesn't age, and I'm absolutely jealous, because like she's just an outstanding and phenomenal actress and a gorgeous woman, and it's just shocking to me that she has not aged a day. She's a wonderful delight, and I would love to see her in more. She doesn't do very much anymore, you know. She hasn't been in as many films as I can recall over the last 5 to 6 years. I loved her in her Miss Congeniality franchise. She has some great, The Net, she has some great movies, and I'd love to see more of her. I miss her on the big screen, and it was just a delight to see these women come together. Sarah Paulson, I am obsessed with her in American Horror Story. She's been in every season. She's a great actress. She always tends to play her ass off in every role she gets. It was just a delight to have this movie, and I was excited because I was a huge fan of the Ocean's films, and to come back around in this form and fashion was an absolute wonder and delight. I can't speak highly of it enough. I read online that Matt Damon had a cameo in the film that was cut due to some sexual assault allegations, and that's kind of crazy to me. I didn't hear anything about him in particular. You know, there's been a lot of talk of that, and Hollywood's uncovering a lot of the scum that have been doing really, really nasty things over the last 20 years in Hollywood, and I didn't know Matt Damon was involved in that, so it's kind of disappointing to hear that, and I would have loved to have seen his character cameo, because that would have just added to the world building that they've done in this movie to build to the next level, almost building outward towards a universe, not just a solo film, a sequel. I just, like I said, I really, really enjoyed this movie. I can't speak highly of it enough, and for that it's going to get an A++. Again, wonderful delight. Go see it in the theaters. Enjoy this movie with your friends and your family. Get out, go see it. Don't wait. I have to recommend this one. Get out, go see it. A++. I'm a sucker again for this type of movie. If it's got something to do with robbing a bank or a casino or whatever, a racetrack. Logan Lucky last year. I really am a sucker for these kinds of movies. I'll say it again. I just love them. They're my favorite type of movie to watch, and I can't speak highly of it enough. Get out, go see Ocean's 8. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, share, comment on our YouTube channel. I've been your host, Matt. Come back to us with another quality movie review next time on A for Effort.